Hi everyone, this is Michael here. Welcome to P-Bolic Notes. So today's video, I'll be sharing with you my Bitcoin chart. I learned this technique from Benjamin Cohen, who I think is a phenomenal technical analyst. And this is what Ben does to kind of look at Bitcoin's strength and what Bitcoin is doing, and to compare it to the altcoins, and to then figure out how they're going to perform. And this I think was very accurate in what happened to Bitcoin in the last couple of months. And also it's very accurate to what happened to the entire cryptocurrency marketplace. And I think that this is something that I should have paid more attention to in the last couple of weeks. Before I start, I'd like to do obviously a full disclaimer. So I'm not a financial advisor. So whatever I'm sharing with you is really my personal knowledge and what I do personally to invest in this space. Whatever I'm giving here, obviously do your own research and double check with your own advisors before doing anything. Bitcoin is a token that I also own, and I'll be comparing Bitcoin today to 4 other tokens, which are going to be Ethereum, Cosmos, Avalanche, and Polkadot. And of these 5 tokens, there's 4 of them that are already owned. So that way, I'm doing a full disclaimer. Ethereum, Avalanche, Polkadot, and Bitcoin are all tokens that I already have in my portfolio. So let's get started. If we look at the Bitcoin versus US dollar chart, on the weekly chart is what I'm using here. And what I've set up is a simple SMA and EMA crossover, putting it at, this is a trading view that I'm using for my, my charting tool. And if we set the SMA to 20 and the EMA to 21, we observe that this was actually kind of didn't catch the drops from the ultimate highs of Bitcoin. Let's see if we look at this in the last couple of years, but it was very accurate that whenever Bitcoin's price went below this SMA 20 and EMA 21, that it kind of was a bearish situation. So let's look at this really at a couple of scenarios, and then we'll compare those with the altcoins. So if we look at this over here, we can do three of such scenarios. Number one was right over here. It looks like around February 5th, 2018. So I'm mark that down, 2018. And then all the way until looks like Bitcoin's price stayed below these indicators until something around here, which was around March the 4th, 2019. So that was kind of a long market, a long bearish market really. And so that was one period. The second such period where Bitcoin's price dropped below this SMA 20 and EMA 21 was right over here from May 10, 2021 to July the 26th, 2021. So if I go from May 10, 2021 and July 26, 2021, and then the last one, which actually we happen to be unfortunately smack in the middle of it, is right this one over here. So it looks like Bitcoin went below these numbers on December 6, 2021. So you see December 6, 2021, and we're still in it, unfortunately. This is where Bitcoin basically went bearish. And what Ben does is, what he actually said is that during these times, the altcoins basically, they don't do well against Bitcoin. And if I look at this and compare this with the 4 altcoins that I mentioned earlier, which are going to be Polkadot, then it's going to be Avalanche, which is Avax, and then Ethereum, as well as Cosmos. And all these really are completely different tokens, because really Polkadot is kind of a layer 0 protocol. Avalanche, Ethereum, and Cosmos are really competing layer 1s. So if you look at this, and then if I remove this Bitcoin chart, and if I bring those coins, and let's say if I go with the first one, which would be Polkadot, and if I look at it versus the US dollar chart, and if I look at the exact same periods, what I'll do is I'll remove these other indicators just to make the screen bigger so we can see it more clearly. I'll just keep the volume, and I'll also just keep the actual price. And again, if you look at those 4 periods that I mentioned earlier, which were February 5th, 2018, So it looks like on this chart, I'm not seeing it. So maybe Polkadot wasn't on this. If I just try and see if I can find it on a different exchange, maybe on Coinbase, they would have it. Okay, so they don't have it there neither. So let's go back to the previous one, and which was up right over here at Bitfinex. And then if I look at Polkadot, so it doesn't go, it looks like my data goes till 2020. So if I go to this May 10, 2021, which would have been somewhere around here, until July 26. So from May 10, 2021, Polkadot's price was, the weekly price on May the 10th was something at approximately in the range of, looks like it was at right about here. So it was around $41.50. And it was at $41.50. And if I look at what it did until, and you see right over here, there was this massive drop, right? Look at this beautiful drop, okay? And then until July the 26th. So July the 26th, Polkadot's price was at $16.21. So look at this, it nailed it. So basically the indicator, whoever was holding Polkadot, and as soon as Bitcoin went below its crossover of the 20 SMA and 21 EMA, if that sold their dot, they would be able to basically buy it at $16 and selling it at $41. Look at this great indicator. If I go to December 6th, what has Polkadot done since December 6th, 2021? On December 6th, 2021, Polkadot's price was at something in the range of $29. And look, today it's at $18. So look, on December 6th, it dropped to, from December 6th till today, it's basically dropped, yeah, it's dropped from something around $30 to down to $16. So really, it's, the indicator has nailed it. And if I do the exact same exercise, maybe with, so that we don't take too much time here, maybe I'll do this exact same exercise with two more tokens. Maybe I could use Avalanche and Ethereum. And full disclaimer, of course, I own Bitcoin, Bitdot, Avalanche, and Ethereum. So if I do this exact same exercise with those as well, let's say if I take Avalanche, with Avalanche, it's going to be similar. If I go with Avax, US dollar, and let's take Coinbase, and let's go for the periods over here on my chart. It looks like I'm not going to be able to go back. It looks like the earliest period I'll be able to go is September 27th. So if I try and get a better chart for this, I'll just try and change exchanges. Hopefully I'll be able to get a longer time period. If I go to FTX, it's similar. So let's go back to the first one. Let's go just back to the Coinbase exchange. So over there, so again, that the period was for Avax, we're going from, looks like we'll be able to go back to September 27th. And that means the only period I'll be able to test for Avax is going to be December 6th. So on December 6th, Avax's price was something in the range of approximately $89 or $88. And today it's at $65. So again, it completely followed that bearish cycle that Ben had said to pay attention to. So basically it went from this December 6th drop from $87 to $65. Really astonishing how accurate this indicator is. $87 to $65. And let's do the exact same thing with Ethereum. Obviously, Ethereum is not supposed to be competing with Bitcoin because it's kind of its own. It's kind of a complete different network. And if I look at Ethereum's price, so again, now which is good with the Ethereum chart, we'll be able to go back to all the periods that we need because obviously Ethereum's history is very long as well. So let's go test the 3 periods that we want. So I'm going with Ethereum. I'm gonna go from February 5th, 2018. So it's gonna be right over here. February 5th, 2018 was when Bitcoin went below its 20 SMA, 21 EMA. So right over here is going to be February 5th, approximately here. So here Ethereum was at $840. And if we see what it did until March the 4th, 2019, and on March the 4th, 2019, it was trading at approximately $127. Wow. Look at this. It's mind-boggling. So whoever had sold the Ethereum on February 5th, 2018 for $840, would have bought it back in March for $128. This is mind-boggling. I mean, I wasn't trading cryptocurrencies back then, and I hadn't seen Ben's video on this back then, but this is something really I'll pay very close attention to going forward. Of course, it really depends on what's important to understand is that this is really happening right now because of the fact that it's Bitcoin's dominance is still very strong in the entire cryptocurrency space. And the way we find that out is if you look at Bitcoin dominance chart, which is something that we can find on a trading view, and I'll bring it here for you to see. We see that as of today, Bitcoin's dominance is really hovering. Obviously, it changes all the time. But if you look at where it was in approximately, let's say, 2017, going into February, it was at 96%. So that means that Bitcoin was dominating the space at 96%. Eventually, obviously, this dropped with all the new coins coming to the space and with Ethereum and others taking prevalence. But right now, where it's hovering at approximately 43%. So as long as Bitcoin dominance is this important, which 43% is still very, very important, it means that what Bitcoin does is definitely going to be impacting our other alt tokens as well. So if I just get out of here and go back to this chart, which is the Ethereum chart, now I'll be looking at May 10, 2021. And May 10, 2021, Ethereum was trading at approximately in the range of right over here, which was at May the 10th. It was, look, the drop happened almost immediately. It's almost like as if all the funds and all the investors are just following this chart. But on May the 10th, okay, Ethereum's chart price was something in the range of approximately $3,593. So it was at $3,593. And if we look at what it did until July 26th, so May the 10th, 2021, until July the 26th, it dropped to 2,327. Wow. So it went from 3,593, an astronomical drop really, to 29. Let's see, July 26. It looks like it was in a range of, I guess, $2,800. Let's say. So it's still not as catastrophic as the first time, but it's still a major drop. And if you look at what it did with the current drop on December 6th, where Bitcoin crossed the 28 SMA and the 21 EMA. So on December 6th, Ethereum was trading at $4,100. So $4,100 US. And if you look at what the price is today it's trading at something in range of, I mean, probably the best way to look at this is going to be on coin market cap. That way I look at the exact price today. But if I look at Ethereum's price, what's happening today as of this moment, as we speak live, is trading in the range of $2,474. So again, it went from $4,100 to $2,470. So again, a mind-boggling drop. So I'm just glad I can learn this for next time. I'll definitely be paying attention to what Bitcoin does as far as these indicators are concerned with the 20 SMA and the 21 EMA. On December 6th, when this happened, I saw it happen, but I kind of didn't want to be taking action just because I didn't want to be selling my other tokens because I like holding them. I believe in all those projects. But looking back, hindsight being 2020, if I had sold all those tokens that I had, the Polkadot, the Avalanche, and also the Ethereum, I could just bought them all back at such significant discounts today. So next time, I'll definitely be taking action. Thank you so much for watching and looking forward to getting some comments. Thanks all. Bye-bye.